Meanwhile, travel to Hawaii with us.
Good morning, guys. It is me, Tanisha Davis, Fun and Budget, with Rochelle Adamson Budgets. And we are in the beautiful Oahu. Y'all, I stay on Waikiki, Honolulu, Ilulu, Alialawana, Moana. That's all of the names still confuse the heck out of me. But you know what, guys? Here's the thing. Before reaching this island, we were at the Big Island. And on the Big Island, we pulled over and we bought a pineapple and a coconut that went into the pineapple. Or was it the pine? No, actually, it went into a Ziploc bag. My bad. My bad.
Tisha, I know, this is why. All right, this is the hurricane.
Pina colada.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the pina colada.
I made it better than it was. And guys, that cost us. And we bought a little piece of like a baked bread that they baked. A loaf. That came to $30. One coconut.
That's crazy.
They made us sit there and drink the juice. Once we drank all the juice, they shaved the coconut meat out. They put it in a Ziploc bag. They put some pineapple chunks in a Ziploc bag. They said it was going to be ice cold, but it wasn't. And they squeezed some lime over it. Sounds better than what it was. It was very no taste. We paid $30. And I blame this one right here while we did that.
I wasn't even there. It wasn't even this island.
The reason why I blame Rochelle Adamson Budgets is because her and the rest of the world says Hawaii is expensive. So I said that was the price. I said that's the going rate. That's the going rate of Hawaii.
Said accept it for what it was.
Had accepted for what it was. It was like, if we're gonna play big in these Hawaiian streets, we have to be ready to spend Hawaiian coin. However, we get to Oahu and we discovered it is not true. Hawaii does not have to be expensive. And Rochelle Adamson Budget, even though she's driving because we are in a crunch for time.
That's right.
We're on our way to Pearl Harbor right now.
That's right.
We're going to explain to you guys some reasons how Hawaii does not have to be expensive. And I would have never known this as a tourist here. But as a local, somebody who lives here, she's going to tell you guys the tips and the tricks to surviving Oahu and probably anywhere else you go in Hawaii. Okay? Talk to us, girl.
So the first thing is housing, because that is the #1 expense here. It's nothing you can do to get around it. It's expensive to sleep here. So my recommendation is to find a place that you can rent or buy that actually has amenities and no HOA. That is going to save you a lot of money. And to actually make use of them and get your full value from that, you need to use the amenities. So say, for instance, the place that we're renting right now is $2,900, which sounds like a lot of money, but for Hawaii, that is really good for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-parking apartment. But it includes use of the health spa, which is a gym, so we don't have to pay for a gym membership. It comes with pool and hot tub access. And so if we're water people, we're in the water every day, unless I'm like really busy working. So for us, that's a no-brainer, because we in Hawaii, the weather is nice every day, we in the water. And so I think when I see people paying for just a home to sleep in with no amenities, no type of parking, no type of anything, it doesn't feel like they're getting the full value for their home. And
my turn.
Oh, goodness.
And they have a bowling alley, racquetball court, tennis. What is the table?
Yeah, table
tennis,
ping pong,
and tennis.
Yeah,
and a movie theater, and a lounge.
Because you know,
and a pool table,
a sauna, a steam
and
room.
A sauna, and a steam room.
Right.
And you know what? And
Outdoor grills.
Outdoor grills. They have a lanai.
Yes, that is a major key. So we can have our tower garden. We have to have a lanai because we want to grow our stuff, our fruits and veggies outside. So I think that I always start with I'm in the middle of reading Ramit's book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich.
Yes.
And I'm behind. Okay, I just found out about him. The algorithm was an algorithm.
Oh yeah, I've been subscribed for a minute.
And one of the things he talks about is living a rich life, and that doesn't mean you can't have the coffee, the Starbucks coffee. I don't like Starbucks, but the basic idea is to focus on the big wins. He was like, stop being worried about saving $5 on coffee when you can save money on your housing, like your rent or your mortgage. He was like, that's where you see your money. And I've noticed that.
And also, let me say this with Ramit Sethi, it's not just stop worrying about the $5 coffee. It's think about what means rich to you. What is your rich life? And spend money in those areas. So I'm going to tell you, the $5 coffees do add up. So if that's not part of your rich life, maybe that's something that you eliminate, an expense you eliminate, in lieu of putting it somewhere else that may be rich to you. Because some people like designer. Hold on.
There you go.
Hold on. Some people like designer. I pulled this up from Rochelle's car.
Hi, my name is Rochelle.
And right now we're in a rental car because they have a Tesla. So some people like designer.
I love me some quality.
Exactly. And so a rich life to you may be, because I like designer, I'm going to have a designer savings, a designer sinking fund, something that I'm going to put aside because I know that this is something that I like. But I'm not into... Some people aren't into travel.
Yeah.
So I'm not into travel, so we don't have to set aside money there, and we don't have to go on trips or whatever just because we're trying to do the most. Put your money where it matters to you, what brings you joy.
All right. And just to bring the $5 coffee full circle, there was a place we used to rent that had a free coffee room. And that's what I'm talking. And I said, this is again what I'm talking about. And being exposed to something that I didn't know even existed. I found a landlord who was desperate on Craigslist, and he was like, come rent my space for half the price. That's how we were living in that place. And so when I say a coffee room, I mean like coffee, tea, bottled water, wine, beer, anything.
Look at even remembering the wine.
And it was free, unlimited for you and your guests. Like that's the type of mindset. And so when you're like, oh, pay extra money. So that's the type of stuff you have to find what is valuable to you, what will bring value, and when you can be like, I got my money's worth off of that.
Now let's talk about eating in Hawaii, especially as a tourist.
Yes.
Talk to us, girl.
So
they need to know.
I say the first thing you should do is look up a YouTube video to see what the Hawaiian local foods are, and then you will know exactly where you need to go to get those. So first one's spam musubi. They are pretty much on every corner at every 7-Eleven. They are never more than $2 each.
7-Eleven, and it is so good. Spam musubi.
Yeah, I call it beach food. Like you can eat it hot, eat it cold, eat it lukewarm. It will fill your belly up enough so that your belly not grumbling. It is survival food. You'll see everybody grabbing them, and they make them. 7-Eleven makes their own.
So they make them fresh. There are actually people who cook for 7-Eleven.
They have 7-Eleven buildings here.
Yeah, and so they make the food. So it's not like you're getting a processed meal from someplace. I mean, spam, but outside of that, yeah. And then they also have the beautiful steam buns.
Oh yeah, the manapuas
and baked buns. Oh my goodness, what was the kind that we had?
Y'all had a char siu steamed manapua.
Char siu. So write this down, because when you go to 7-Eleven, all this stuff is gonna look weird to you.
Yep.
And you're not gonna know what to pick. Char siu steamed manapua.
Yeah.
Okay. So good.
And you can get that at even like stores in Waikiki. So you can eat for cheap in Waikiki. You just have to know where to go. The other places that are like unusual are like Sam's Club. Sam's Club has the best Kalua pig plate for like $6. You can eat rice, mac salad, and Kalua pig, and you can have you a nice meal for $6 at the Sam's Club food court. So follow them deals. Our menus are different here. Yeah. And
then we also we went to 2 beautiful shaved ice locations.
Shaved, no D.
Shaved. No.
Shave, no D.
No D. Shave. Ice.
You authentic now.
Shave ice.
Yeah.
And so for those, tell us about your 2 favorite spots.
So the best shave ice to me for like what you pay versus the size is definitely Shimazu Shave Ice, SHIMAZU. It's all in the travel guide and Tanisha's link below that I'm going to send her, and it's free because I just want your trip to be amazing. And Shimazu Shave Ice is known for their flavors. They make their own shave ice flavors and it tastes so good. If you order watermelon, it tastes like watermelon. You order lemon, it tastes like the fruit, the lemon. It is really good. The sizes are crazy. Just get you a kid size, okay? Be humble.
A kid size you can actually share. And the other tip that they gave us was to combine a sweet flavor and a sour flavor. Otherwise, it's going to be too sweet. It's going to be too cloying. So do a sweet and do a sour to offset it. I did not believe it, guys. I did not trust it. I didn't trust it, but we went with it, and it was actually a perfect combination.
Yep. And there's so many more, like Waiola Shave Ice is actually worth the hype. That's the one you see in all the YouTube bloggers videos and any of the influencers like Tanisha. So we check that box too, because one thing I can't stand is when you come home from Hawaii vacation and people are like, but did you go here? But did you go there? Yes, Tanisha has seen everything. Tanisha's been everywhere. The things we have done in 2 days.
And Waiola is also like the favorite of the Obamas.
Yeah, their shave ice tastes like snow, and so they have a shave ice named after him because he went there and had shave ice. As the story goes, I don't know what's true and what's not, but when I tell you, I don't care about none of the politics stuff. That Obama's rainbow tastes the bomb. Okay, yes. Sticking to the facts, it is amazing. And so I'm just happy that he went there and gave them that shout out, because when you go to the shave ice place, it's in the middle of a neighborhood. It's off the beaten path, and people know to go there because he did. He went there. So I'm happy for them.
Okay.
Yes.
Now another thing that we tried while here, we tried pineapple dole, but then you also have Dole Whip. So there's 2 different things, mainly because Dole Whip is licensed, the recipe is licensed, so you can't just name anything Dole Whip. But if you see anything called pineapple dole, which we had, that was actually very good, and we found that by Diamond Head. It was like across the street, so you have to look for the location because they moved. But if you go to hike Diamond Head, and then how do you get there from Diamond Head? It was like kind of like,
it used to be right at the entrance of the hike, but they got moved to the parking lot across the street from Diamond Head State Park. So you'll see signs on the opposite side of the street for $2 dole pineapples. Excuse me, and for Dole Whip, and also some hot food, some bento boxes. They got it all.
And it was very price efficient. It was very economical, reasonably priced, and so freaking tasty. If you don't know what a pineapple dole is, it's pretty much like pineapple ice cream, but not, because there is no dairy involved. So freaking good. And for $1 extra, you can actually have the actual pineapple chunks added in. Best dessert ever.
So good.
Now, what's the difference between a pineapple dole and a Dole Whip?
So Dole Whip, that is served at like Dole Plantation and only like 1 or 2 other places in the world, like Disney. It's like a swirl of the Dole Whip, which is the vegan, non-dairy, coconut milk type situation ice cream, frozen yogurt type ice cream with the pineapple, the juiced frozen pineapple juice that they turn into ice cream. So it's a nice swirl. Okay. You know how you get that a chocolate vanilla mix ice cream cone that come out the ice cream machine, yeah. Swirl. It's exactly like that. It is so good.
So I'm going to challenge you to try to find both, compare them, and let us know what's your favorite. Or if you had both, let us know in the comments below. What's your favorite? Dole Whip, pineapple dole.
Yeah.
I think that pretty much covers food for the most part. Now, let's talk about things to do.
Oh, there's so much free stuff to do. You need to be going to the beaches. They are all public.
It should include the Kava.
You said what?
Kava.
Oh, Kava. Because Kava is almost like in between. It's in between.
Kava.
It's in between food and experience almost, right?
It's an excursion.
Yeah, let's put that under excursions.
Okay.
Okay.
So going back to things to do, I would definitely say the beaches are the best thing to do. That's free. You can get cool and refreshed. You can hang out on the beach, bring your spam musubi and you a beverage and hang out on the beach and have a good time, but be safe because these waves are crazy. But the beaches are all public, so there's access points all around the island. If you go to a beach and it's like heavily packed, get in your car and go to another beach. Like, there's no reason to be on top of a bunch of
Now,
people.
you was also saying that with some of the beaches, like there's houses in front of the beaches, so you would think that it's a private beach.
Right.
But it's not.
But it's not. It's not.
Even though sometimes the houses will try to act like, you know, their property, their beach.
So you have to, there's online maps where you can see where the trails are that lead from the street to the beach, because some of them are well hidden. But don't, that's your beach. That's everybody's beach. Another thing I would say to do is to do hikes. Use the All Trails app and find you a hike that you can do based on your abilities. But just know that you need to have plenty of water, have proper walking shoes, and be safe, because they might say a trail is easy, but these are professional hikers here. I think Hawaii is the #1 healthiest state. And so it comes natural to people here to be outside and be healthy. So,
and some of the hiking trails were, like, we did Diamond Head, which is very doable, but looks very intimidating.
Yeah.
But I think it's fun.
Yeah.
And then you said there's Cocoa Head.
Cocoa Head is, that's level hard. There's so many trails that you can do. There's scenic lookout points that you can drive to if you can't do a hike. There's like really a lot of nice outdoor experiences you can have. We have poly highway trails. There's so many hidden trails that you can do.
And if you have a rental car, I would say it's worth the expense to download Shaku.
Oh yeah, the Shaka Guide.
Shaka?
Yes, Shaka Guide. It's an audio tour that will give you history, music, and fun jokes about the island. And it's very informative. It's basically a history tour.
And it maps to your navigation system, so it's going to begin and stop and end and tell you what to do as you're driving. As it locates where you are, it's going to go along perfectly with your drive.
Yep. We're hitting like just the very tip of all these sections.
Yes.
You're going to have to do your own research. Just don't come here blind and then try to reserve things. Like, I would say even if you're thinking about coming to Hawaii, start to do your research so you can see what you want to do. Because a lot of things require reservations now. That's something new since COVID.
For instance, we're on our way to Pearl Harbor right now. And while it's fairly free, you do have to reserve. And some of the reservations is like $1 a person.
Yeah.
To $6 a person, depending on what you're doing. We are going to go there and just view the grounds, and then we have a 8 a.m. memorial tour, which definitely requires reservations, because you actually have to get on a boat to get over to the memorial site. And this is one of the most visited memorials in the United States.
This is my turn right here. Yep, it's my turn. Even when we did Diamond Head, we had to have a reservation, a paid reservation for it. They don't play. It's reservations for all of these natural sites, all these, historic sites.
Yeah. So just definitely check. Walking in might be a little different, but you may have to find where to park. Yeah. Because a lot of reservations go with parking a vehicle and so on and so forth. Also, this is a military place. So if you're a veteran, also remember your military discounts. Ask about that. Ask about your membership to the national parks, which is for life, and it's free. And it gets you into all the national parks for free. So ask about that.
That's the type of stuff that I have questions about. Like, if you have to prepay for all this stuff and pre-reserve it, how do you take,
Yeah, who knows?
Those are the
but that's part of the do your research.
Do your research part.
And then let's go back to the Kava experience. So we said Kava was an experience, because tell us, what is Kava?
So Kava is a root of a plant that is naturally occurring and found in some medications that are used for antidepressants, anti-anxiety, any type of mood type of medication because of the effects that it has. It is naturally calming. It can even, in some cases, I don't recommend, you know, I'm not a medical, what's that disclaimer you say? I'm not a medical, whatever. But like I have seen people's blood pressure be lowered. Friends and family who have tried it. And so it's very cheap here. It's something that locals use here for the natural effects of it. It is not regulated. It is not a drug. It is not for recreational use. It is literally a pulverized plant root, and it works. And so we got to experience that by going to one of the locals here who was able to demonstrate how to get the plant powdered down and watered so that you can drink it. And it works right away. Like within 15 minutes.
Yeah, so that's definitely an experience. And then I'm gonna say that the other thing that we did that doesn't necessarily fall under budget, but does fall under something you may want to try at least once in your life, and that is a luau. The one we attended was the Polynesian Cultural Center luau. It was pricey. It was almost like Intro 101 to the Polynesian Islands. They had sections marked off that represented each of the islands: Fiji, Tonga, Rapatui.
Oh yeah, New Zealand.
New Zealand.
All of them.
Samoa. So you can go there and you can get a basic understanding of the different islands and how they all come together to create not just Hawaiian culture, but Polynesian culture.
I did feel like that one was long. If you are somebody who's
it's
here
an
5
event.
days, 7 days, and you're like, okay, I gotta do this, do all the things, I will go to Toa Luau. That gives the condensed experience. Like everything we did yesterday, we would have done at that other luau.
Okay, but it's
in less
condensed.
time.
Yesterday, we were there from 2 to 9 p.m.
That's just so
2 to 9.
I was gonna say, don't forget happy hour.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we forgot about happy hour food.
See?
We forgot about happy hour food. We're going to put it in there. Like, there's some places you can go to get a nice meal during happy hour where the prices are almost 50% off. Okay? What was the place we went to? It was hold on. Was it Signature? It was Signature Steakhouse. Very nice, delicious food. 50% off, okay? So that was another thing. I think this is going to pretty much sum it up. We're here at Pearl Harbor National Memorial. So we're going to get in because it's 7 o'clock. We have our 7 o'clock tickets to get in, and then we have our 8 a.m. tickets for the Pearl Harbor boat ride to the actual memorial site. And then from there, we'll be going to the airport, okay? This is me, Tanisha Davis, and this is our family. My sister. There's Jay. There's Eva. There's Tisha. And there is Rochelle, our hostess with the mostest, Adamson Budgets. Check her out on YouTube. Of course, her information is below. It's in the eye in the sky. It's all over the place. And we are out.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type.